Louie. What are you doing? Louie jumped in the car. I came out here to get my jacket so I could go in with Haley in her car. And Louie jumped in the car and he won't get out. He thinks I'm leaving and I guess he wants to go. Mommy's not going bye-bye. Come on, let's go get Sissy. Come on, let's go. Louie. Come on. Who's that? Is it Daddy? Come on, let's go get Daddy. Come on, what are you doing? You are getting on my nerves. I gotta go. Bye, Louie. Bye. Bye, Lou. He's just gonna stay in the car. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna turn the light off. Louie! Louie! Come on, let's go! Oh my God, this dog is driving me insane. Come on, Louie, let's go. I'm gonna kick his ass. You better get the heck out of the car. Bye. Are you coming? Come on, Louie. Come on, get out. What are you doing? I need help, Haley. You better get out of the car. Oh my God. No, Louie. All right, guys. I'm gonna kick your ass. Come on, let's go. You want a treat? Let's go get a treat. Come on, Louie. Come on, Louie, let's get a treat. Oh Lord, I'm having an issue, guys. I guess I could just leave the car door open and leave him in the garage. All right, bye, Louie. Bye. Mommy's leaving. See ya. Is he getting out? Come on, Lou. Let's go. Let's go in the house. You want a treat? What is wrong with you, Louie? Oh my God, guys. I had to fight him. He jumped from the back seat to the front seat. He did not want to get out of the car. He thought I was going bye-bye and he thought he was going to just go with me. Mommy's got to go to the boys' concert. Give him a kiss. Bad boy. He's looking.
Good evening. This thing's really hot. Here we go. Hey, good evening. My name is Drake Middlebrook. For those of you that know me, what's up? For those of you that don't, it's very nice to see you. Hopefully I'll get to meet you after the concert. Like Mr. Heron said, I was a former student of Parrott Middle School and Fernando High School. And guess who's back?
Little Tyler's in this one, guys.
I'm mostly doing this just to calm their nerves as well as mine. What this is going to be tonight, we have about 58 beginning band students up here on stage. And they have been playing their instruments since about October. Yeah, like the first week of October. So what you're going to hear and what you're going to see is basically like a day in the life of being in beginning band. So all of their hard work from basically walking up to these instruments thinking that they're one big kazoo, or kahoot, what's it called, a kazoo? Yeah, one big kazoo. Teaching them how to properly breathe, how to properly hold their instruments, and how to just be good people and play their instruments. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the beginning band.
Tyler's right here, guys.
So I'm going to talk like this for a second. The first thing that they do in beginning band is they learn how to play what's called a concert B flat. A concert B flat is a unison pitch on their instrument so we can tune the ensemble. The way that they play it now is definitely not the way that they played it on their very first day. And so what we're going to do is they're going to demonstrate how it sounded the very first day. So, this is called concert B flat. It takes a lot of skill to play it that bad. So now what they're going to do is they're going to sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. Look, they're doing it. They're going to sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. They're going to take the biggest deep breath, and they're going to play the most majestic concert B flat because they are, as we know, professional beginners. Here we go. Cool. So the first thing that they're going to play in their beginning band book for you, they start off by learning one note at a time, and how it's played is in what's called whole notes. So it'll be a whole note, then they stop, then they play, then they stop. And we decided to put all 4 exercises together for you guys, so it's one long piece for you. So without further ado, this is called Time for Band. So now you're probably wondering, what comes next? Well, before what they just showed you, they play one note at a time with like space in between. Now what we're doing is called number 8 in the book, and this is where you have 2 notes back to back. So they can't play a note and then have like 4 measures of rest. They have to play 2 notes back to back with taking a quick deep breath. So here's number 8. This is called level 2 of beginner band. Now, if you notice, these are very short excerpts, and they have to be, because you're talking about 11, 12, 13-year-olds that are picking up instruments for the first time, or some who like play guitar or piano. But virtually everyone in this ensemble, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, have never played an instrument before. So you have to slowly ease them into everything that we're doing. So everything that we just did, we're on whole notes. Now we're going to be mixing what's called half notes and whole notes together. This is number 12 called Car Drift by the Sea. Now up to this point, after they play number 12, we start getting into actual, like, what you consider actual music. Everything that they've been doing has been in unison, which means everybody is playing the same part. Now we're on number 13, which is called Two for the Show, and it's a duet. A duet is when two people play, but in this instance, we're going to have the woodwinds and percussion play line A, the top line, and the brass is going to play line B. Now the rhythm's the same, everything about it's the same. The only thing that's different is that at some point they're going to be playing a different note, which will create what's called harmony. This is number 13. They're really doing an awesome job. I think the most tremendous part and respectful part about this whole process is just as much as they are first-year players, I'm also a first-year teacher. So this has been a huge learning process for all of us. We also started very late within the year. Whereas most bands are starting about the 3rd or 4th week of school, we started close to the 8th, 9th week of school going into the second 9 weeks. The reason being, we had several instruments that were damaged and they needed to get repaired and whatnot, and I didn't want to continue unless everybody had an instrument because I didn't want anyone to get behind. So for the amount of time that they've had to put this concert together and to learn everything that they've learned, I couldn't be more proud of the amount of work that they've put into this. They make coming to work such a pleasure, just like the advanced bands. Guys, I really couldn't have asked for better students, so can we give them a The next exercise that we're going to play for you is called number 15, a quarter is worth. What we're introducing in number 15 is what is called quarter notes. A quarter note is worth 1 beat. So now we have introduced whole notes, half notes, now we're on to quarter notes. This is number 15. These last two selections for you, the first one is called Hot Cross Bun, or what Yeah, I know. It's called hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, virtually anyone who has ever learned how to play an instrument has played hot cross buns. So that will be number 16. The last one that we're going to play is called Au clair de la lune. And that's going to be a little bit of a process, but here's number 16 for you, and then we're going to do number 17, Au clair de la lune.
Well, they're standing up. Here he is, guys.
They're standing up because this is like the anthem for beginning band. And to close out the beginning band portion of this concert, we're going to be playing Au clair de la lune. Now this exercise is a unison exercise like every other exercise that we've been doing, but I decided to add a little spice to it. So, how we're going to do this is I asked if anyone would volunteer to play a solo on the first two measures. And our solo winner is Aiden Farley. Aiden, can you stand up? So he will be playing the first two measures by himself, and the rest of the band will come in. Later on in the exercise, I asked, would any section in the band like to play a soli? The difference between a solo and a soli is a solo is one player, a soli is two or more players. I don't know why I put up the number 4. 2 or more players. So the winner of the soli section is the clarinet section. Clarinet, stand up. Thank you so much for watching the beginner band. I look forward to our spring concert because it just gets better and better, folks. So, without further ado, here's Au clair de la lune. Right after this will be the advanced band.
I live right down the road.
Who you see on the stage now is the advanced band. Who you see on stage now is the advanced band. This is a group of about
Marcus,
25 to 28 members. We're missing a couple people today.
Right.
So typically, I think there's about 25 on the stage. I met this group of individuals when I first got here back in August, and it has been such a journey for them. We went from practically starting in the beginning band book just to get all on the same page with our fundamentals, to now they're all playing 3 different pieces of concert music. So the progress that they've made from our first note together all the way up until this point is tremendous, just like the beginning band. So without further ado, this is the advanced band.
Marcus got front row. Whoop, whoop.
Right!
Marcus.
That piece was a Christmas fanfare by composer Randall Standridge. This next piece is called Carol of the Kings. It is an arrangement of a mashup of Ukrainian Bell Carol and We Three Kings. Again, this is Carol of the Kings. That was Carol of the Kings. This last piece for you is a Christmas classic. You should all know it by name. This is Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. I was doing a little bit of research on the piece Sleigh Ride a couple days ago, and he actually didn't compose it during the season of winter. He composed it during one of the hottest days of summer back in 1946. Leroy Anderson was well known for composing pieces rather quickly, such as The Typewriter. A lot of his arrangements were witty and quick and short and sweet. But Sleigh Ride actually took him 2 years to compose completely. So it wasn't until 1948 when this piece was composed, or released, excuse me. This is not the Sleigh Ride version, but this is an arrangement by Michael Story. Again, this is Sleigh Ride.
Bye.